And I'm happy that I was able to share the ring with so many legendary fighters. You know, to become a great fighter, you had to become great. You had to fight great fighters. You had to fight good fighters. So I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for the certain guys that paved the way.
Before Mike Tyson's highly anticipated fight against Jake Paul, the boxing world was recently abuzz with excitement as two boxing legends, Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, teamed up for an intense training session. This unexpected collaboration has captured the attention of fans and pundits alike, who are eager to see what insights and skills these two icons might share after their training session. When he eventually did speak, Mayweather gave his initial thoughts on the encounter. The decision to train with Tyson, a heavyweight known for his fierce power and aggressive style, was met with both surprise and intrigue. Mayweather, who is known for his flawless defensive abilities and undefeated professional record, has always been a student of the game. The training session was not just about honing Tyson's skills for the upcoming bout, but also about combining the distinct boxing philosophies of these two greats. As he stated in his first public remarks following the session, Mayweather said he was impressed by Tyson's dedication to his craft and his unwavering love for it. Mayweather also provided some details about their training regimen, saying that the goal was to enhance Tyson's already impressive strength and combine it with defensive strategies that would give him an advantage over a younger opponent like Jake Paul, despite their disparate styles. In some ways, the two boxers' approaches to the game were similar, while Mike Tyson brought an intensity and ferocity that only he can deliver. Mayweather emphasized the value of strategy and the mental toughness traits that have defined his career. Meanwhile, Francis Ngannou predicts regarding Mike Tyson's fight with Jake Paul and believes that experience is the best teacher. Paul is at the height of his athletic career at the age of 27, but Tyson recently turned 58. Ngannou, who trained under Tyson before making his boxing debut against Tyson Fury last December, is certain that his former mentor still has what it takes to defeat Paul. I believe Tyson will still prevail over Paul. He informed the assembled media in Washington, D.C.
Not scared of shit. No, not at all. Not at all. I was born for this. I was born for this moment. The universe told me this was going to happen. You can ask Mike. I did ayahuasca, called him up and said, we're going to fight on the biggest stage possible. It's destiny. And now here we are years later actually making it happen. I was made for this moment, born to do this, and I'm going to put on the performance of a lifetime on November 15th, and the universe will align for all of its glory and good for...
Including TalkSport, that a number of medical professionals have raised the alarm and issued a dire warning over the very catastrophic health dangers he could face if he returns to the ring against a rival who is 3 decades younger than him. Stephen Hughes, a senior lecturer in medicine at Anglia Ruskin University, asserts that Tyson's advanced age and history of alcoholism significantly heightened his vulnerability to subdural hematomas and strokes in the meantime. Dave Hancock, the globally acclaimed fitness specialist and ex-physio for Chelsea, Leeds United, and the England national team, warned that it could have catastrophic consequences for his health, and Ngannou, however, is not as concerned. He asked what sort of condition Tyson is in at his advanced age, and Ngannou replied that he's definitely not as old as he was when he was young, but when he moves around and shows you something, I'm like, what the hell is this? So I think that is something that people don't understand about Mikey Tyson. His footwork is still there. He can move from your left to your right in the blink of an eye. Paul has faced significant criticism from the boxing community for agreeing to a bout with an opponent who had started his professional career a dozen years before Paul was even born. The former Disney star boasts an impressive T1 record in professional boxing, with his sole loss being inflicted by Tommy Fury.
I've been training for a while, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm just asking when you get into camp.
I'm okay to fight.
But when you get into camp, like when...
I'm in camp right now.
Very good, thank you.
I'm in camp right now.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
The younger sibling of the renowned WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. Paul was heavily criticized for shunning conventional boxing opponents in favor of facing former UFC champions Tyrone Woodley and Anderson Silva in his early fights. However, in August 2023, Paul defeated Nate Diaz, one of the few fighters to have actually defeated the infamous Conor McGregor in the ring. Paul addressed the criticism in an exclusive interview with TalkSports. Davies, Gareth Paul stated that he felt it was first and foremost disrespectful to Mike. He then suggested that they get in the ring with him and let Mike decide whether or not he wants to fight. If Mike wants to fight, then let's do it. If he wants to turn the fight into a professional match, then fine. I want to fight Mike Tyson because he's a legendary fighter, and being in the ring with him is an honor. However, there are differing opinions.
In handcuffs. So I'm very careful when that guy comes out.
You break out in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Every time I drink, get ready to get in a fight, I break out in handcuffs. Hey, listen, and it's unfortunately I have to fight and be that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. That guy haunts me. That's I wish I could stop that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish that guy died, but he's here.
Despite the opposing opinions, some people enthusiastically support it, while others vehemently oppose it, and some people are unsure. One thing is certain: on Friday night, November 15th, former two-time heavyweight champion Mike Tyson will square off against YouTuber turned professional boxer JakePaul. Originally scheduled for June 20th, the fight was postponed in May during a flight from Miami to Los Angeles due to a medical issue. Mike Tyson's ulcer flared up, and he needed emergency attention. Since then, the Boxing Hall of Famer has fully recovered and is preparing for his next fight. Just last week, Mike Tyson and JakePaul conducted a press conference at the Fanatics Fest 2024, which was hosted at the Jacob Javits Center in New York.
I love you, Mike.
Same.
And I'm very nervous for you.
Thank you for caring.
I do care. I care about you. And I care about my brother. And I know the path he's on right now. And it's ruthless, Mike.
I agree. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's so cool to watch. And he's really crushing it. And I just feel like I want you to be...
Ryan Clark, a sports commentator who now works as a broadcaster for the Pittsburgh Steelers, ascended the podium to host the press conference. TR of form Mike Tyson was greeted with enthusiastic applause from the city of New York, while JakePaul, the contentious figure of the event, faced a torrent of disapproval from the audience. "Oh, I'm not scared. Sorry, I'm not scared of no, not at all, not at all, not at all. I was born for this. I was born for this moment. The universe told me this was going to happen. You can ask Mike." I did. IASA called him up and said, "We're going to fight on the biggest stage possible. It's destiny. And now here we are years later actually making it happen. I was made for this moment, born to do this, and I'm going to put on the performance of a lifetime on November 15th, and the universe will align for all of its glory and good for God," as Mike Tyson and JakePaul fielded questions about their upcoming bout. An unmistakable sense of tension hung in the air.
I take him extremely serious. These people don't take him serious.
No, they don't. And it's such a mistake because he's a real killer, Mike. Like, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL before he started boxing. Like in high school, he wants to be a Navy SEAL. He wanted to go kill people on behalf of his country.
I'm fearful. I'm fearful of my 13-year-old son. And this is what I learned through my 58 years of experience. What my experience is that anyone's capable of killing you. In my life and the way I lived my life and what I've seen, anyone's capable of killing you. So you should be apprehensive for anyone. That's just my life that I live. Everyone around me, anybody I know is capable of killing you. Even if I don't know you, that's how I look at people. They're all capable of killing you. So I look at them at that, and my objectives like this. So they're capable of killing me. I don't sleep on them. I'm not over.
This unconventional pairing is quickly turning into a captivating clash, as it's clear that both fighters are grappling with their own brand of apprehension for JakePaul. Trepidation is palpable for clear-cut reasons. For the first time in his career, he's up against an adversary with elite boxing prowess. On top of that, this opponent possesses the power to end the fight with a single decisive blow. JakePaul will have to answer the most important questions in the early rounds: whether he can keep his ground while advancing, whether he can take a punch from someone like Tyson, and most importantly, whether he can repel or withstand a body blow. Despite any unanswered issues that might be causing JakePaul some anxiety, a blow from the great Mike Tyson struggles mentally, even if he has a record of 50 victories and 44 knockouts. Exceptional boxing abilities. His age, 58, is the factor that balances the odds. Although Mike Tyson is well aware that he is not as nimble as he once was, he still appears to have enough explosive force to have an effect on Jake Paul. The positive news is that raw power often lasts the longest. Despite the things he's used to being absent, Mike Tyson seems confident as he enters the ring. But is there any residual doubt causing him to feel anxious beneath the surface? I'm gorgeous, and I've been training for a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, but I just wanted to ask when you get into camp. I'm fine with fighting, but when you get into camp, like when I'm in camp right now, that would be very wonderful. Thank you very much. The main question is whether Mike Tyson can continue to fight if a knockout doesn't happen in the first few rounds. If he doesn't end the fight quickly, what backup plan does he have? Intriguing questions include whether Tyson can still withstand a right-hand blow from Jake Paul. Predicting the outcome of a fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul isn't easy. It's a complex puzzle with many possible scenarios. Tyson would likely dominate in the early rounds, but